Hello everyone. Welcome to the fourth lecture of Human Resource Management from Unit 2. The topic which we are going to study in this lecture is grand strategies. Before we start, let us have a look on a video based on grand strategies.
Created using Powtoon.
Now let us understand what is grand strategies. So grand strategies are the corporate level strategies designed to identify the firm's choices with respect to the direction it follows to accomplish its set objectives. Simply, it involves the decision of choosing the long-term plans from the set available alternatives. The grand strategies are also called as a master strategy or a corporate strategy. There are four grand strategic alternatives that can be followed by the organization to realize its long-term objectives. Grand strategies are a means to get to your ends, for example, growth, profitability, etc. So, the more time that you spend researching and learning about your environment, your market, your businesses, the more clearly these come into focus for you. While there is always some uncertainty and some risk with any business decisions, a strategic decisions with a proper homework done is considered as a best strategic plan. Now, the grand strategies are concerned with the decisions about the allocation and transfer of resources from the business to others and managing the business portfolios efficiently, so that the overall objectives of the organizations are achieved. In doing so, a set of alternatives are available to the firm, and to decide which one to choose, the grand strategies help to find the answer to it. Business can be defined along three dimensions: customer groups, customer functions, and technological alternatives. Customer groups comprises of a particular category of people to whom goods and services are offered. And the customer functions means the particular service that is being offered. And the technological alternatives covers any technological changes made in the operations of the business to improve its efficiency. According to Blue Egg, there are basically four grand strategic alternatives. These are stability strategy, expansion strategy, retrenchment strategy, and combination strategies. All combined, four together, are considered as a grand strategies. Now let us first understand what is stability. So the stability strategy implies continuing the current activities of the firm without any significant change in this direction. It is the environment which is unstable and the firm is doing well, then it may believe that it is better to make no changes at this point of time. Second strategy is growth or expansion. So the growth strategies are the most widely pursued corporate strategies wherein the companies that do businesses in expanding industries must grow to survive in this manner. So a company can grow internally by expanding its operation, or it can grow externally through mergers, acquisition, joint ventures, or strategic alliances. So growth strategies can be divided into three broad categories. First is intensive strategies, second is integration strategies, and third is diversification strategies. So intensive, integration, and diversification strategies. Now let us first understand what is intensive strategies. So an organization's current range of products and services can attract customers by intensive advertising and by realigning the products and the market options available to the organization without moving outside the organization. There are three important intensive strategies. First is market penetration, which seeks to increase the market share of the existing products in the existing market through greater marketing efforts. Market development seeks to increase the market share by selling the present products in the new market. And product development, which seeks to increase the market share by developing new or improved products for the present market. Now, integration strategies. So, integration basically means combination of activities relating to the present activity of a firm. A company performs a number of activities to transform an inputs to outputs. These activities includes the right from the procurement of raw material to the production of finished goods and their marketing and distribution to the ultimate customers. there are two types of integration strategies. First is vertical integration. It involves gaining ownership or increased control over the suppliers or distributors. So it's a vertical integration is of two types also. So backward integration, it involves gaining ownership of a firm's supplier. For example, a manufacturer of a finished goods may take over a business of a supplier who manufactures raw material, components, part and other inputs. Forward integration, it involves gaining ownership or increased control over the distributors or retailers. Horizontal integration, this is a strategy seeking ownership or increased control over a firm's competitors. Diversification strategies. So it is the process of adding new businesses to the existing businesses for a company. In other words, diversification adds new products or markets in the existing ones. The diversification strategy is concerned with achieving a greater market from a greater range of products in order to maximize the profits. Types of diversification. First is concentric diversification, which is adding to new but related businesses is called concentric diversification. It involves acquisition of businesses that are related to acquiring firm in terms of technology, markets or products. The next is conglomerate diversification. Adding to new but unrelated is called conglomerate diversification. The new will have no relationship to the company's technology, products or markets. Third is retrenchment strategies, which is also called defensive strategies. So a company may pursue retrenchment strategies when it has a weak competitive position in some or all of the products line, resulting into a poor performance. In an attempt to eliminate the weaknesses that are dragging the company down, management may follow one or more of the following retrenchment strategies. First is turnaround. Turnaround is a retrenchment strategy wherein a firm is said to be sick when it faces severe cash crunch or a consistent downtrend in its operating profits. Such a firm becomes insolvent unless appropriate internal and external actions are taken to change the financial picture of the firm. Bankruptcy. This is a form of defensive strategy. It allows the organization to file petition in the court of legal protection to the firm in case of the firm is not in a position to pay its debts. Liquidation. It occurs when an entire company dissolves and its assets are sold. It is a strategy of last resort when there are no buyers and for a business which wants to be sold, and the company may be owned up and its assets may be sold to satisfy the debt obligations. Divestiture. Selling a division or part of an organization is called divestiture. Now last is the combination strategy. So a combination strategy consists of if a company pursues a combination of two or more corporate strategies simultaneously. But a combination strategy can be exceptionally risky if carried out too far. No organization can afford to pursue all strategies that might benefit the firm. Difficult decisions must be made. Priorities must be established. Organizations, like individuals, have limited resources, so the organization must choose among the alternative strategies. Now, examples of combination strategies are Texas-based textile producer Cotton Incorporated uses a push and pull promotional strategies. They push to create customers' demand through constantly developing new products and offering these products in the stores, and pull customers towards these products through advertising and promotion deals, etc. With this, we have come to the end of this lecture. Thank you and have a nice time.